Alright, so this is going to be a chapter 1 review of fallacies, role of incentives, marginal analysis, and some key terms you'll need to know. So the first topic we're going to cover is fallacies. What is a fallacy? A fallacy is a failure in reasoning which renders an argument invalid. And there are two types of fallacies, the fallacy of composition and the post hoc fallacy. The fallacy of composition is centered around the belief that what is true of the parts is true of the whole, or what is true of the whole is true of the parts of something. And an example of this would be because New Mexico has a hot climate, the whole United States also has a hot climate, which is not true because it's really cold here right now. And another example would be since 3 and 7 are both odd, and when you put them together you get 10. We cannot say that 10 is odd simply because its parts are odd. Obviously 10 is an even number. So for the post hoc fallacy, it's defined as a belief that because one event occurred before another, the second event was caused by the first event. And an example of this would be that since I bought a new pair of basketball shoes, that my team won 4 games in a row. Because I bought the new shoes, our team would become better. Now, this is probably obviously not true because it's probably your teammates rather than your pair of shoes. So the second topic we're going to cover is role of incentives, and incentives come in two different forms, positive and negative. Positive being monetary gain and negative being fees or fines. And incentives contribute to the economy by promoting innovation due to positive incentives like money, thus creating competition between firms. And an example of this would be the smartphone industry, such as like Apple and Samsung competing with each other, continuing to innovate their smartphones due to monetary incentives. So the last topic we're going to cover is marginal analysis. And marginal analysis is defined as the analysis of how individuals, businesses, and governments make decisions. Marginal analysis is often used in economics to make decisions, along with comparing the marginal benefits versus the marginal costs. Marginal means additional one, so in this context we are essentially analyzing the additional benefit from one additional unit of something versus the additional cost from one unit. And it is important to know that rational humans consume until the marginal benefit equals the marginal cost.